Hello and welcome. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch Firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right, and here we are on 97.9 Unity Radio, the best radio show and podcast in the universe for covering your Worcester Red Sox. I am your host, Steve Cully, and with me is always the special baseball analyst, the man with the plan. He has all the answers, and he has done a phenomenal job since coming to the program, and a great career in broadcasting ahead of him, Jack Higgins.
Nice to be back.
I mean, there's not many people who can say that they started their broadcasting career at like 15.
No.
Realize that? Like even the best, like Bob Costas, I mean, I don't think he was on air at 15. I don't think he was giving breakdowns, expert insight, analysis, the knowledge that you have in your 15 years.
It's crazy.
Even the best. Bob Costas, he didn't have it. Jack Higgins does. And Jack, unfortunately, we were seeing a mirage of what could have been. And that was the Worcester Red Sox finally putting it together and climbing out into possibly second place, working their way up to first place if certain things went correctly. And everything that can go wrong did go wrong. And unfortunately, Worcester did not have the desired trip to Lehigh Valley, where the Iron Pigs play, that we had anticipated.
No.
If you recall, they came out of a very, very destructive performance against Rochester, showed up to Lehigh Valley, and they won their first 2 games.
Yeah.
Hope was in the air. I mean, we had visions of grandeur, and they were quickly snatched away as the Pigs of Iron came
Yeah.
through and dominated Worcester until the final game. So it's unfortunate to see. And Worcester is going to be ending the first half of the season. And it looks like they have, wow. Oh, they have started the second half of the season.
All right.
Tonight is the start of the second half of the season. So it's a new beginning. It's
Yep.
a new beginning. So they have to focus on getting the win and being champions of the International League East going into the second half of the season and have a shot to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And as we've talked about, they're capable. And
Definitely.
it didn't start off great. You know, they took a difficult 5-4 loss in their third game at Lehigh Valley. And Jack, the great thing about Lehigh Valley, as I mentioned, they are the Iron Pigs. So the theme of the concession stand is all pig and ham related. So if you like bacon, ham, anything to do with pigs, they give it to you. That's all they serve. I think they have ham beer actually. So yeah, I mean, we've talked about inconsistency. We've talked about how Worcester needs to get off to a good start, and it just didn't happen here. They fell behind very, very early. Bottom of the first, Felix Reyes, sack fly. Dylan Moore scored. The Pigs of Iron up 1-0. Bottom of the second, Paul McIntosh had a single, and Christian Cairo scored. Pigs of Iron, 2-0. Bottom of the third, Brian De La Cruz singled. Felix Reyes scored, 3-0. Finally, in the top of the fourth, Max Ferguson hits his first home run, a solo shot, puts Worcester on the board, and it is now 3-1. So, Jack, you can't go 4 innings without scoring a run. I mean, and expect to win. Can you?
Definitely. I feel like they're going back to that part of their first half of the series when that they had that new manager and they just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, we thought they were coming around. So the second run came from Tyler McDonough, another solo shot. Now it's 3-2. Worcester is in striking range. Top of the fifth. Who comes to the plate? None other than our favorite player, Sung Chae Chung. And is Sung Chae Chung known as a power hitter, Jack?
No.
Not really, no. Do you remember what position he plays?
He plays shortstop.
He's an infielder, correct? So he hit a solo home run. Now it's 3-3. You got Sung Chae Chung hitting home runs. I don't know what is in the bacon with the Iron Pigs, but Worcester had plenty of it. Then in the bottom of the sixth, Carter, wow, this is a great name. Carter Kaiboom. I think if I ever have a hypothetical son, I'll name him Kaiboom. It's a great name, powerful. Christian Cairo scored. The Iron Pigs took the lead 4-3. Dylan Carlson, sacrifice fly. Kaiboom scored, and that put Lehigh Valley up 5-3, and that is how the game practically ended. The bottom of the ninth, just because Worcester likes to tear at our heartstrings, Alan Castro singled and Anthony Siegler scored. That put Worcester within a run, and Braden Ward, who you've talked about, you've admired his improvement,
Yes.
happened to be in scoring position. And there was a chance to tie the game. And unfortunately, it did not happen. So Worcester loses 5-4. I will give them credit. 13 hits.
Not bad.
Much improved. However, 11 runners left on base. And we've talked about that. They can't leave runners on base. And how they hit with runners in scoring position, 1 for 9. 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. So 11 runners left on base. You're hitting 1 for 9 in with runners in scoring position. Pretty much every run that you've scored has been a solo home run. How many runs could they have had? I mean, if they hit with the runners in scoring position.
I mean, they have, that's what, 4, 9, 13?
I mean that's a lot of guys. I mean, they could have had at least 8 or 9 runs at worst, but my God, they got to get something going. So what I don't know why they did this. Maybe they gave Ward the day off. Siegler batted in the leadoff spot. Ward came in to pinch run. They DH'd Castro. Christian Campbell's been back in the lineup. They played Ferguson and McDonough in the outfield. Chang, I mean, he's been producing. He was 3 for 5. 3 for 5 with an RBI. Castro had 2 for 5 with an RBI, and McDonough had an RBI as well. But it's just not good enough. And then you look at the pitching. Surprisingly, they went with Burroughs for 5 innings. 5 innings for Worcester is like 3 games. They don't pitch their starters 5 innings. So he gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. He struck out 4. I give him credit for going 5 innings. He pitched himself out of a couple jams. 3 runs you should be able to overcome. Then Sweet came in. He takes the loss, moving to a stellar 1-4. Pitched an inning. He gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and credited with the loss. That's quite a bit of damage to do in 1 inning. I mean, you go in for an inning and you just, 3 runs. I mean, God, it's amazing to me. Then they go to Kelly. Kelly is a solid performer. He pitched an inning. They brought in the old man. He pitched the final inning, and that was the ball game. So very, very difficult to see Worcester lose in this fashion. The Pigs of Iron are, they've had a losing record all year. Worcester at the time ended up, they were 35-33, gotten over 500, were winning some games, took the first 2, chance for them to climb back, really make a run near the end of the season. And it just takes the wind out of your sails, Jack.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it just takes the wind out of your sails, and it's very hard to see the inconsistency. I would just rather them be terrible than be inconsistent, right? I mean, I'd rather be terrible. They were terrible. I could handle that. The inconsistency I can't handle. So it's like, if you're consistent and you're bringing home good looking girls every night, that's great. I like that. the inconsistency where you're bringing home a 10 one night and then a 3 another night, that's frustrating.
Oh yeah.
That's frustrating. You got to go one or the other. Go one or the
Yep.
other. If you're going to get the 10s, stick with the 10s.
Yeah.
Don't settle for a 3. You know, or if you want to settle for the 3s, be a man. Be happy with the 3s.
Yeah.
I would take that.
Yeah.
I can't deal with the inconsistency. It's just
No.
it's too much. It's too much, and it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. As was the next game versus the Pigs of Iron, and the Pigs of Iron won 9-3, 9-3 in a demolition, and it did not begin very well, as we've talked about. Worcester, when they start fast, it pays off for them.
Yeah.
You have mentioned several times, when you get going in the 4th inning, 5th inning, 6th inning, it's not enough. It's too late.
No.
It's too late. Jack, how do you get that through to your players? How do you stress that sense of urgency?
It's they gotta just either drills or something. They gotta say, well, we're gonna have our fastest player on third. We're gonna hit the farthest ball we can to the outfield, and you gotta get in as quick as you can. Get that runner in. Or they have to, I don't know, you can't really teach this, but you have to get that sense of, if it's we're down 1-0 game, we're down a 2-0 game at the start when it's still 0-0, you have to get that mentality into them. That's something you can't teach, though. So maybe the guys are just they were just tired, or they were off, or they're doing something.
I want to fire people.
Yeah,
I'm ready to fire people.
You're like you said, I'd rather a team be terrible and you can fix it from there than be inconsistent and you're not fixing your problems. Like, we had 2 great series. That was it. And then we're back to this inconsistency. Like,
well, it's because you know that the talent is there. You know that you have players who are good. You know you have players who are capable. And that's what's most frustrating.
100%.
You know that you're not getting the best from your own players.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me.
I think that he changed the lineup again, I think.
He did change the lineup, yes.
I mean, something must have, like, you're putting Chung Se-sung, or is that Chung Se-sung first?
Yeah.
You're putting him top 3 last game, and now he's last, and then he goes 0 for 3. That's got to be something in the manager's head saying, maybe we shouldn't do that for the next 3 games and see how well he does at the 3rd spot or the 4th spot. See what he does.
I don't know why they were messing with him. He had been playing well at the top of the order, and they moved him down to the 9th spot. And I know some teams view the 9th spot as getting a jump on your leadoff hitter to get things going, but the guy, he's dependable at second or short. Yeah. He has been starting to put the bat on the ball, and I feel like he's more comfortable, and you're messing with him, and there's no need to. And then, Siegler has been their best player, arguably their most consistent performer.
Yeah.
They put him in the, he's in the 3rd or 4th spot. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't believe he's necessarily a power hitter. And Romero and Castro are typically your power guys. Yeah. So I that's why I say I don't know what the manager's doing, and I'm starting not to like him.
Yeah, but he like, you're going from 11 for 37 last game to 6 for 32 this game.
This was just awful. This was an embarrassment.
I mean, Ward going 4-0. I don't know what they did. either that break off, like he was doing something, or the managers just screwed with him again. I don't know.
And the Pigs of Iron had 10,000 people, a sold out crowd for this game.
Wow.
So, adding insult to injury, a sold out crowd. So, Keaton Anthony started things off with a 2-run double in the first inning. Lehigh Valley was up 2-0. Then in the fourth, Worcester got on the board. Matt Theus singled, and it scored 2 runs, tying it 2-2. The top of the fifth, Tyler McDonough comes to the plate. Solo shot. Worcester takes the lead, 3-2. And that was the last run they scored.
Yep.
From there, the bottom of the fifth, Kemp singled and Reyes scored. Lehigh Valley was tied the game 3-3. In the seventh, Kemp homered. Lehigh Valley was up 4-3. And then I believe the bottom of the eighth happened. And the bottom of the eighth, Jack, was a very, very bad inning.
Oh, yeah.
Cairo singled, and I believe it was Kai Boom who scored, putting Lehigh Valley up 5-3. Reyes singled, and Carlson scored 7-3. Keaton Anthony singled. Felix Reyes scored 8-3. Brian De La Cruz singled, and Otto Kemp scored 9-3. What do you notice out of every hit in this inning? What did it appear to be?
Ground balls straight to Braden Ward.
It's singles. It's singles. Yeah. They weren't hitting for the fences. They weren't hitting doubles. They singled. They moved the runners, and they took it one pitch at a time, one batter at a time, and moved players over, did their job, and good things happened. A 5-run eighth inning. And as you said, the Pigs of Iron managed 16 hits.
Oof.
16. And Worcester, sadly, had 6. So when you have 6 hits in 9 innings, Jack, I think we could have played you.
Yeah.
And I think you could have managed a hit in this game.
I think the manager or a part of the coaching staff has done something wrong, or is just not giving these guys what they need, and it's just, like you said, inconsistency.
Well, and the other thing is we've talked about leadership. Leadership is so important, and I don't know where it's coming from. They have several veterans on the team who have been with them from the start. Hickey's one of them. McDonough's one of them. The rest of the guys are new for the most part. Romero, Chung is an up-and-comer. They have a lot of hopes for. But otherwise, it's not. I mean, they have leadership in the from the pitchers, but not in the dugout, and that's what concerns me. So again, I don't get this. They pitched their starter Bello 4 2/3. Worcester doesn't do that. Their pitchers typically go 3 innings to start. 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 5. And La Sorsa comes in for 1 1/3. Why? Why do you bring him in for 1 1/3 and he gives up a hit and he's done? Take him out.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. Especially, like, he didn't have time to do anything. I mean, honestly, with that in mind, Like, you're giving them an inning and a third. This is going to come later. You'll probably talk about it. But Martinez,
Oh,
two-thirds of an inning. And he gives up 5 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, and he walks a person. He only gets 1 strikeout during all of that.
I don't
And
know
yet,
why they.
and he's not taken out, but you take La Sorsa out beforehand.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
Yes. I have no idea if Martinez has, naked pictures of someone or what, but he gets left in and is shellacked for the 5 hits and 5 runs, all earned, and 2/3 of an inning. That's all he gives them. And La Sorsa 1 1/3 didn't really do anything wrong. Bastardo got the loss to making his record 2-1. He pitched an inning.
Yeah.
He gave up 2 hits and 1 run, 1 earned run. He gets credited with the loss.
Yeah, I'm surprised Martinez didn't get it there.
And it was hilarious because Hickey actually pitched a third of an inning because Martinez could not close out the 8th or whatever. Hickey came in. Hickey is also a first baseman, and they pitched him, and he pitched the third, and he also gave up a hit, and that was it. So I have no words. Across the board, Siegler again is your only real top performer. He was 2 for 4. Theus, the catcher, 2 for 4 with the 2 RBIs, got them back into it. And then, that was the end of the run support. 35 and 34. Lehigh Valley moved up to 34 and 39. So just a wasted opportunity again. And it's just beyond frustrating. And 10,000 people come out to support their Iron Pigs. Jack, I think we need to go to Lehigh Valley. 10,000 people are going to a AAA game. I want to be part of it.
We got to get that for.
They sold out all of them. My God,
that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, I'd love to see that for the Woo Sox. I was looking up.
You are going to see it.
I was looking up when you were saying that the Polar Park amount, and it was like 9,500. So, I mean,
Worcester always draws well. Always draws well. Great attendance, great people, great fans. The park is amazing, and the locker room's amazing. You'll get to run around the bases, meet the players, and they do a great job with community development and fan relations. So I do give them credit for that. Very, very family friendly, and they always have great activities going on and events planned for each game. We'll be right back.
Down south, we have Julius Williams, Jordan Harris, and the rest of the team of the Trench Mob. They train offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in 5v5 tournaments and college showcase camps all across the country. They have sent kids to schools like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. They have sent the highest percentage of kids who work with them to Division I schools on scholarship. To work with the best, go to trenchmobfootball.com. Ned Von Young runs the Fresh Fold Laundry Company in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, a high-end laundry service. You book online, put your laundry out in a clear plastic bag. They pick it up, wash, dry, and fold it for you in 48 hours. They also offer an expedited service if you need that as well. They have an online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly, where you can get your laundry done that way. They offer deals for college students. So if you want your laundry done, you can do it in your own dorm. They have a pickup and now a delivery service. So you can have your laundry done without leaving the comfort of your own home or dorm room. To sign up, go to their website, my-freshfold.com.
Hey, Jack. I know Owen was on the golf team. Do you golf?
I golf a little, yeah.
Yeah, you like golfing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be nice to get you out here and come to Crystal Springs Golf and Event Center. It's in Vernon, New York. It's
Okay.
down the road from my house. They have a picturesque 9-hole golf course. They have a spa where you can enjoy a drink in a bucolic country setting. Do you know what the word bucolic means?
No, I do not.
I don't either. And my high school English teacher owns the golf course. And I'm convinced that he wrote this to mess with me because I have no idea what the word bucolic means. And I say it, and I looked it up, and I'd never heard the word uttered in my life. But anyway, it's a bucolic country setting. It was voted the best 9-hole golf course in the area. They have a great bar, a newly renovated event center. You can have your anniversary when it's time for you to graduate. We can do your graduation party there. Any corporate event, whatever you want to do, the Crystal Springs Golf Event Center and Spa is the place for you. And it is owned by the Sneezick family. So make sure you check out their website. It is cspa-net.com. And I'll put it in the show notes. But
All right.
we'll take you there. We'll see how you do.
All right.
I mean,
sweet.
it's 9 holes, so
Oh.
I think you can do it. So the next game, again, it was just sad. It was a 1-run loss, 4-3, and Keller took the loss, moving him to 3-3 on the year. And Worcester at least started out better. Mikey Romero had a sac fly, and Braden Ward scored. Worcester is now, this moved them to 35-35, unfortunately. They took the lead 1-0. The bottom of the first, Felix Reyes, I believe this is close to a league lead, but he had his 17th home run on the year and tied the game 1-0 for Lehigh Valley. Bottom of the third, Robert Moore homered, solo shot, put Lehigh Valley up 2-1. Top of the fourth, Alan Castro homered for Worcester, tied the game 2-2, solo shot. And then McDonough singled, and Sung Chae Chung scored, putting Worcester up 3-2. Bottom of the fifth, who comes to the plate? None other than Felix Reyes. He doubled, and Robert Moore scored. That tied the game 3-3. And then the bottom of the eighth, Otto Kemp singled, and Stuart Baroa scored. And that effectively ended the game 4-3. So this is even, again, worse, in my opinion, because Worcester had 10 hits and 3 runs. 10 hits and 3 runs. So with runners in scoring position, do you think they hit well?
They hit well, yeah.
No, they didn't. They didn't hit
No.
well. They were 1 for 10 with runners in
Oh
scoring.
my goodness.
And they left 7 on base.
Oh,
So when you have 10 hits and 3 runs, that's not going to get it done. I mean, you should be able to manufacture runs. If you know that you're struggling to score, you have to play small ball. You have to manufacture runs. That's bunting. That's stealing bases. That's trying to stretch a single into a double. That's taking some chances. You have nothing to lose. So they went back to, they must have it out for Sung Chae Chung, because they seemed, I mean, I've never seen someone bat in a different spot in every game. Wow. So Ward was back in the leadoff spot. He was 1 for 5. Capra was 1 for 4. Romero had the sac fly with the RBI. Castro did well. He was 3 for 4 with an RBI. Chung 2 for 4. Did his job. He scored a run. They had delay behind the plate. He was 1 for 4, and McDonough was 2 for 3 with an RBI. So 10 hits and 3 runs is just very sad. And 2 outs with hitting with 2 outs was very, very poor. If it wasn't for a couple home runs, it would have been different for them. They just, runners in scoring position, if you're not able to produce, you're not going to have a successful team. And that is what is very hard to accept, because, we've seen, for the most part, even over this losing streak, they have hit much better. We're not seeing the games with 3 hits, right? I mean, we've been seeing double-digit hits.
yeah.
We've been seeing them get guys on base. And the other thing, Jack, I think this is probably the 3rd game in a row. Worcester's had the lead at some point, probably, from the 5th inning on, and blew it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you overcome that. You work your way there. You've either fallen behind, you fight back, you take the lead, and then you just give it up. You just give it up at the end. It's like, you're hanging out at the bar and you're talking to a 10, and the end of the night comes, and the 10 is just, it's taking a lot longer and a lot more work, and you just give up, and you see a 5 and you decide, you know what, that's going to take less of my time. I'll have a better shot with her. I'll go do that. I mean, why would you spend all your time on that 10? That's what you want. But then you go with the 5. It doesn't make sense.
No,
it doesn't. Make
sense.
Like, it's time and effort.
Your favor's in the 10, and then you just you decide to put more work to get into the 5. But I guess it didn't pan out here because the Iron Pigs just is.
The Pigs of Iron had our number, and again, Worcester traditionally does not play great away from Polar Park, but I think so many changes throughout the season.
Yeah.
As we've mentioned ad nauseum, losing managers and coaches to Boston, losing players, and having guys move up. There's no time to gel as a team. and we've seen this. This was a first place team, and I believe there was one more game before the end of the first half of the season. This was a first place team, and they ended the first half of the season, I believe, in fifth place. I have to double check. And that's unfortunate because if Chad Tracy was there, I think things would have been different. So the final game of the series, hoorah, Worcester wins in the fashion that they should have been winning the entire goddamn series. 12-3. 12-3 they won. They showed the Iron Pigs who they are. You know why? Because they played to their capability and they were consistent. And we talked about the fast start that was needed. They got exactly that. Capra, solo shot in the first inning, 1-0. Top of the third, delay, doubled. And he had Hickey and Braden Ward and Christian Campbell score. Put Worcester up 4-0 in the top of the third. Would you say that's a good start, Jack?
That's an amazing start.
It's an amazing start. Would you love to be a pitcher having a 4-run lead?
I would love that. That means you can still make mistakes, but you're backed up and you have support behind those mistakes.
Yeah, you can throw with confidence. You can throw with confidence. Matt Theus doubled, and then Jason DeLay scored. That put Worcester up 5-0. The bottom of the fourth was when the Pigs of Iron got on the board. Christian Cairo tripled, actually. Keaton Anthony scored, and Brian De La Cruz scored. And then we had Paul McIntosh single. Sung Che Chung, unfortunately, had an error. And Christian Cairo scored. Lehigh Valley now has 3 runs. It's 5-3 Worcester. Top of the fifth. What I do like, Lehigh Valley was coming back. It's the 5th inning. You're thinking the wheels are going to come off. However, they stayed on. Jason DeLay, he had a sacrifice fly. Braden Ward scored 6-3. Matt Theus singled, and Capra scored 7-3. This was all in the top of the 5th. I'm sorry, Matt Theus tripled. It was a triple. There was a ground rule. That's why it was a triple. The top of the 8th, Max Ferguson, who looks like he's your age, he singled, and who scored? None other than Sung Che Chung. Jack, when we go to Polar Park, we're going to make a Sung Che Chung sign.
All right.
And then you're going to be sent down with your media pass, and you're going to get an exclusive interview with him.
Sweet.
I got to get Braden Moore down here too. Then Capra had a sac fly. Nathan Hickey scored. DeLay had a triple. Braden Ward scored. Max Ferguson scored. And then Tyler McDonough singled, and DeLay scored. So Worcester won 12-3 and finished the first half of the season and their series with the Iron Pigs on a modicum of a high note, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
15 hits. This is what we're talking about. They had 16 hits before and managed 4 runs. This game, they have 15 hits and got 12 runs.
Perfect.
Anderson took the win. And looking through, I just wanted to see if they, of course they did. I mean, I wonder if the manager thinks to himself, how am I going to mess with Sung Che Chung today? I don't know. Let's bat him 8th.
Sung Jae-chung, he's not a bad player. I don't know
No,
why
he's
they do
not.
this. He's a great player.
He's not
He's
a bad player.
I don't know what this
They batted
freaking
him in a different spot every game.
every game makes no sense.
And
He got a runoff for the team and they're putting him in 8th. It makes no sense.
I was trying to check when he was when they signed him. Okay, so he is all right. So he's been around since 2021. Well, really 2023. He was in the minors. But I think he may have played in Japan. I'm not exactly sure. He didn't come to Worcester, I believe, until this past season.
Yeah.
I don't
He
recall
was
that he was.
at Atlanta, Indiana,
Oh, he
BRD,
was. Okay.
and then Indiana again.
Yeah, I was trying to see. Okay, so the league was what I was looking at. I was trying to see what league that is. So BRD. I gotta figure out what that is in the FCL league. But yeah, I mean he Atlanta. Yep, he was there. 2 teams. He has been around the block. He did play with Indiana in the International League, like you said, and then he's been with Worcester. And I'm trying to see. He is. I mean, he's not super old. He's like 25. He's made it to the AAA. He's 24. He's 5'8", 180. He's a versatile infielder, and I think he does it all. He runs the bases well, and he hits the ball. Most teams, would you say, rely on their infielders to play defense first? They want to shore up the infield first.
I think you're right about that.
So he's an infielder who typically hits well.
Yeah.
But it's like, God, can you bat him in the same place 2 games in a row?
Yeah. I mean, it's back to what I was saying when they were in that slump right after Rochester that first time. They're screwing with these guys' mental ability.
It's just I get trying to find your way, but I don't know. I don't know how you gel, and I know you're frustrated with the run production. You're frustrated with the hitting.
Yeah.
But you have to sacrifice a few games to see if you get it right.
Yeah.
I mean, is it worth 5 games to figure it out if it's working or not? I mean, I think you have to try it.
Yeah. And I mean, at what point do you start saying it's not the players, it's the managing, and it's this and it's that? And what is the managing doing to the players?
And the philosophy is different with AAA. They don't necessarily do what's in the best interest of the team. They do what's in the best interest of developing their players. I understand that. I think it's challenging to ask your players to bat in a different lineup every game. I mean, if you want to screw with them and just, throw it against the wall once in a while and, mess up the order, see how they deal with it, fine. But this is every game. And it's just it's too much. It's too much for them. But again, I have to give you credit with Ward. I mean, he has come on in the leadoff spot 2 for 5. He scored 3 runs.
Yeah.
He's really coming into his own there. Capra,
2 for
he
5.
had the 2 RBIs that were critical. Christian Campbell is the one who has been a bit of a disappointment. Christian Campbell came on the scene a few years ago. Very, very high hopes, and they just have not materialized. Castro came in for him, probably for that reason. He was 1 for 2. Delay did a great job behind the plate. Delay and Theus are typically the catchers, and I believe they use Hickey there as well, but Hickey has been at first base. Delay was 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs. 6 RBIs. MVP for Delay.
Oh, yeah.
And then McDonough was 1 for 5. And let's see, pitching wise, this again was unusual. So Anderson goes 5 innings. Again, this is typically unlike Worcester's philosophy. 5 innings, 4 hits. He did pitch him way. He did pitch his way out of a couple tough situations. He gave up 3 runs. He walked, or 3 earned runs, and he walked 2, 4 strikeouts. But they let him go 5 innings. Then they brought in, Samiego, who went an inning and struck out 1. Sweet, 1 inning. Old, 1 inning. La Sorsa, 1 inning. It's just, that's how Worcester does it. I mean, I don't think a game goes by where they don't pitch 4 or 5 people. So they think, I can imagine they were probably thrilled to get on that bus and leave Lehigh Valley. And I mean, can you believe? I can't believe this, but throughout the entire series, they sold out 10,000 people per game for a team that finished the first half of the season 35-40. So they must be doing a wonderful job with their promotional staff and making shit fun.
100%.
I mean, I don't know any other way they could do it. Like to get 10,000 people to go to a AAA game, that's impressive.
That is.
So the Mondays are their day off. They start the second half of the season tomorrow, and they play.
They're playing right now.
Tonight. They play tonight. They play Toledo tonight. Monday's the day off. That's right. So they play Toledo tonight. I was trying to see if you come across the International League standings from the first half of the season.
I saw it. Worcester got 4th.
What did you get?
Rochester had gotten.
Rochester finished first, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they did end up finishing, even with 36 and 35, they finished 4th.
Yep, in the East. No, they somehow tied with Syracuse.
Right.
Who were 38 and 37.
Right. Okay.
And then
Were they
Charlotte, Jacksonville, Rochester.
Were they did it show them specifically tied for 4th, or did it show Syracuse above them?
It shows Worcester above Syracuse.
Okay, so it was I don't know how they do the tie break. What the fuck? Hey, come back. Oh God. Off topic. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Off topic. I remember Tommy Lasorda. Oh. Yeah. So Oh, Hans Gruber. Hans Gruber is one of our top fans.
Mhm.
He mentioned that Tommy Lasorda, the manager for the Dodgers, did a whole bunch of Slim Fast commercials, and he drank a ton of them, and apparently so did his teammates. However, they did not become better at pitching. But he did say they lost 30 pounds.
Okay.
Hans, that is top-notch contribution. Thank you for that. So, Jack, if you're looking at things going into the second half of the season, if you're trying to look at everything with the glass, whatever, half full, you know that you have the talent to beat anyone in the International League East. You know that you have overcome more adversity probably than any other team. Okay. The schedule, you got Toledo at home. Then they are coming to Syracuse. And then the 4th of July is always great because the 4th of July in Worcester is a blast. So they're probably are they doing fireworks on the 7th? Oh, okay. I was curious when they were doing the fireworks. So they're at Syracuse afterwards. So that'll be a battle because the 2 4th-place teams, God, then they got Rochester again. Poor, that's just awful. So they have Rochester at home. Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, they have a 3-game series. Then they play Jacksonville, and then they play Norwalk. So it's a very interesting schedule. But I think they can get back in. I mean, they should be able to get back in the swing of things. They have to find consistency, and I think they have to believe in their own players. Because if you're a player, Jack, you're a goalie on your soccer team, and your coach, he I'm sure you're watching the World Cup as well. In one period, he plays you for 7 minutes, and he pulls you and puts the other guy in. The next period, you play for 3 minutes, then the other guy comes in. I mean, it's tough to get into a rhythm, and it messes with your mind. I mean, you question yourself.
Yeah.
You question, doesn't it rattle your confidence a little bit that your
100%.
coach is taking you out?
You're getting the sense of if you don't know what you're doing wrong, then it makes you question yourself and say, what did I do wrong? What didn't he like? And then in this case, I'm just going to use Sung Chae Chung here. He's getting moved all around and he's hitting well. Like, he must be asking himself, what am I doing wrong? And if the coaching staff is just moving me, then they must not like how I'm hitting. And then it's a bunch of stuff. And then
I think they're doing it out of spite to the guy.
I don't know why. I love him. He's a great hitter. He's a great ball player. I have to believe that he's a great guy until I meet him, and I bet he is. But it's just messing with these.
He does have a translator, so we'll figure it out. But yeah,
but he must be a great guy. But you're messing with.
He's got to be, yeah.
He's messing with these players' heads, and these are some of the best players in the International League. This is probably, once they get their confidence back, or if they have confidence, they're probably the best team in the league. I mean,
I agree.
It's just consistency. Like you said, you can't be getting the 10 the first night, and then the second night you're at a bar, you're going with the 3. You can't have that happen.
No,
either stick with the 10s.
You put in the work for the 10,
and then or you stay at the 3. One or the other. Yeah, I would love the 10s. 10s would be great.
We all do, and we put the work in for them. And sometimes you go home with the 3, But if you put the work in for the 10 and you just need a little more to get over the edge, you put the extra work in to close it.
Yeah.
You don't give up on it and go with the 3. And that's what I see happening. So
they're not getting the number. They're getting the confirmation. They're getting everything right, and then they don't get it. They leave it there.
Exactly.
Oh.
And it's Buffalo, Charlotte. You have Durham, Jacksonville, the Pigs of Iron, Norfolk, Rochester, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Syracuse, and Worcester. So that it's a tough division. They have shown that they can be the best team. They were in first place, and they have to find that magic again. It's there, and hopefully they get off to a strong start tonight and have a short memory.
Yeah,
You gotta have a memory like a goldfish, and just focus on the future. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But so congratulations on your viewership numbers.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are very popular. We're gonna have to get some security for you at Polar Park, so we'll figure it out. My only concern would be if we go to a game and you are allowed with a press pass on the field, you can meet the players, ask questions, whatever, and Reed is not. Will Reed be angry?
He'll be questioning it, like why does he get to go? He might be a little ticked off, but if like random game, if he's like, oh, we're going to a baseball game, and I just sneak off somewhere and he doesn't know, he'll be fine.
Oh, so we got to sneak you off. Okay,
sneak me out. I'll be quiet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So he won't be too pissed off. I mean,
No.
you can get him. Does he like nachos?
He loves nachos.
All right, we'll get him some nachos or a lobster roll, one or the other. But great job.
Thank you.
How was the graduation party?
It was good. A lot of people.
Yeah.
I was talking to a bunch of people I haven't seen in years, so it was a lot, but it was great.
Yeah. All right. And what are your plans now? Are you're still playing soccer, correct?
Yep. So we got an off week this week. I just actually 5 minutes before I got home, I was at conditioning practice for soccer. But it was soccer. That's all I'm doing, and then I'm off. I'm off Thursday
as well.
No, we don't have tournaments.
Okay.
I'm not doing a club team. I'm just doing the summer league.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yep.
And then do you do a fall sport?
That's soccer.
That's soccer. That's right.
Yep.
Do you want to play football?
I'd love to. I would really love to.
There's no chance we can get you into football.
Sadly, no, because of the. So if the old coach for soccer was still there, I'd be playing football.
Okay.
But our new coach is great. I love him. He's amazing. He played D1 and then transferred down to D2. He was great. But it's tough. A lot of the football guys are asking me to kick because I'm Owen's little brother. But it's
do they let you do both?
No.
Oh, they don't.
No.
Oh, okay.
Unless I haven't asked, and I'm just gonna stick to one or the other, just because it's already super crazy.
Do they have a kicker?
They do. Alex, the first time we were on, he's probably gonna kick. But he's more by.
Can you punt too?
I can punt, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd love to play football, but it's tough because there's 2 varsity keepers, so that's me and the other kid, and he's gone next year. So I'll be playing a guaranteed 2 years of varsity soccer.
Right. And then do you lifeguard at all? This was not asked by me, by the way.
No, I don't, because I think the minimum requirement is 16 where I am. But once I'm 16, I will be lifeguarding all pools.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a question asked. Okay, so no lifeguarding for Jack.
Yeah.
Do you spend any time at a swimming pool?
I
Or
can't right now.
Okay.
Torn labrum and stuff, but I'll whenever I can
Oh,
be in
right,
a pool, I will
right.
be. No, but
Do you have to wear a brace?
no.
Okay.
It's just PT for me.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yep.
Great job. Great show.
Thank you.
We'll see how Worcester rebounds.
Yeah.
And excitingly, I will see your mom shortly. So
Yeah.
remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at Sung Che Chung.